Hey, this your girl, Miss Boleka Mom, aka Angel Barbie 1981, and I know it's been a while since I done a video, so I'm gonna try to explain everything probably in the next video. Okay, now I was at work and me and some people had a discussion about abuse. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, the question was, should a man hit a woman? And then I also turned around, went home, and found the similar video on YouTube, but it was about Chad and Evelyn. You know, the whole situation. That's been a while ago. But the guys was like, you know, there was some of them was like, you know, I believe a man shouldn't hit a woman. I feel like, you know, if you start getting abusive, you need to leave. Okay. And the women were like, well, ain't no man gonna hit me and all this other stuff. So at some point in the midst of it, we started joking and being silly. But I mean, on a serious note, it's like, wow, should a man hit a woman? Like, I mean, I know because, and the reason why I say that is because I know some women that are like physically strong, like for real, and they will stand up toe to toe with a man. Now, however, for me, I feel like, okay, I'm not physically built to sit up and combat you. Now, if I was one of them bodybuilders, yo, like, I'm gonna give you a run for your money, cause I'm stacked with my muscles and you got yours too. No, I'm just playing. But no, on a serious note, I really feel like regardless of how strong a woman is, I feel like a man should be boxing a woman. And, you know, some of the guys was like, listen, some men that have jumped on women have been provoked. Okay, I get being provoked because, you know, even though I'm not a man, I've been provoked before. I've been provoked to the point where it was do or die. And, you know, which was taking the high road and walking away and, you know, stating that it's not going to be any drama on my end. And they saw that as a sign of weakness. So, actually, push come to shove, I had to do what I had to do. And I don't really like, you know, I'm not proud of that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit up and go, yeah, I'm glad I did it. What I do it again and what? Okay, no. That's not, you know, how I am. But when, you know, one woman was like, well, I feel like, you know, if a man puts his hand on a woman, then there's no self-control there. You can't control yourself and you need to get some help. I look at it like this. I don't care how much self-control you have, you're human. And as a human, you can only take so much. I've actually seen men noticing that this situation is about to go left. And they get up and they go right and they leave. And you want to know what happens? That same woman turns around and trails behind them, picking, starting, pushing, slapping. And then when he turns around and pops her back, oh, now she's the victim. And I look at it like this. I feel like if I got to touch you, to talk to you, you and I got to chill. I don't care if we have children together. I don't care if we have business deals together. I don't care if you my ride to school or work. We got to split. Because what we got going on ain't healthy. It doesn't matter if we're in a relationship. It doesn't matter if we're friends. It doesn't matter if you're just a coworker. I can't get with you like that. I mean, you know, and I feel like if some people say it's lack of self-control, well, that's your opinion. I mean, that's all I can say about it. Just like what I'm saying is really just my opinion. You know? That was a weird face I just made. Overlook it. But, I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel because it's like I've been on the receiving end of being provoked. I really have. And so, you know, I'm not too fond of it. But, you know, I had this one example where this one lady was, I was living with my parents and I was a young girl. And this girl was walking up the street with this guy. And, you know, my mom knew her. I didn't really know her, no way. And, hold up. Y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all forgive me. Because I'm about to shoot another video explaining what's going on. And that's going to explain why I kept looking behind me. Okay. Anyway, so the girl, you know, at first, it was summertime. They was walking up the street. And, everything was all good. Well, something happened in the midst of them walking and going to and fro because they broke out into this argument. They were up and down this street arguing, cussing, fussing, whatever. This man was walking fast away from her. He kept trying to take shortcuts around other parts of the neighborhood. You know, he even tried to talk her into stopping the conversation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I still feel like he shouldn't have hit her. I feel like he should have walked back home to her home, and he should have gotten his car, and he should have left and told her when she gets some sense, I'll come back. That's not what he did, okay? What he did, he argued with her at 6 o'clock. He argued with her at 7 o'clock. He argued with her at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Okay, keep in mind it up and back and forth and down the street. Now, I'm outside in the summertime. Y'all know how it is in the hood, summertime, whatever. So, well, I don't live in the hood. I'll explain that later. But, okay, so finally that last hour hit, y'all. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. That man turned around and he knocked the fire water piss out of her. Do you hear me? And it was like, at first she was like, oh my God, stop, oh stop. But keep in mind, when she was walking up and down this road, she cussing at him, she talking crazy. And I forgot she shoved him a couple of times. That man beat her. When I say, let me tell you what happened. He turned around and he popped her. And I'm looking like, yo, I'm finna go in the house because I'm not about to witness this. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't know if this man gonna come hit me. I don't know him. This woman turns around and hauls tail into our front yard. And I went in the house. I don't care if I was wrong about it or not. I'm a young girl at the time. You know, I didn't know this man. I didn't know him. You know, and I mean, he literally beat the crap out of her in our yard. He was punching her, beating. I mean, he went there. At one point, she was folded up and he was kicking her. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And you know, at first, I don't know why I didn't think to just call the police. But, you know, when it comes down to situations like that, it seems like you can call the police, you can get the law involved, and then they'll still get up, wipe their bruises, clean their wounds, and go right on back to that man. Well, basically, the moral of that story was, that woman pushed him to the point where he lost it. When he beat her, it was like he had no remorse. I don't feel sorry for her in a sense. Well, actually I do. I'm not gonna, Lord forgive me, name Jesus, I just lied. But I mean, I totally understood where this guy was coming from, because I'm the type of person, I say what I say and I'm done with it. And if you don't listen to me, then I'm not gonna do this relationship thing with you. It's just that simple to me, because I don't have any kids. I have my own. So whatever I go into, I really don't have to lean on you for support. Even though I don't like paying bills. That's a different story. But anyway, well, I think I shouldn't have told that. But, anyway, I just felt like, okay, you know, some people can say, okay, well, that man lost it. He had no self-control. But what do you do when you're walking away from this person, you're not arguing back with this person, and this person is popping you, punching you, pushing you, and you're like leaving the situation alone? I sat there and watched them all night long. And when he asked her to stop, he only asked her once. But that was hours and hours after abuse. And when he turned around and he popped her, you want to know how many people look at that situation and say he's wrong? But she been hitting on him and popping on him. I get he's a man. I get physically he's stronger. But I feel like when you push people to the point of no return, don't be surprised at the results. Flat out. That's just kind of how I see it. If I keep sticking my hand in a pot of water, and it's hot, but it's not hot. It's not piping hot. And eventually that thing gets heated and it starts to burn. Why am I mad? Why? Because I knew if I kept doing it, eventually it's going to get too hot for me to handle. So I feel like for this woman and this man, I feel like, okay, you went too far. I feel like when people start asking you to stop, it's for a reason. Did I just say that right? I believe I did. Anyway, I don't know. So I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. I mean, you don't worry about my opinion. It's just me talking. You know, I may be right, I may be wrong. At the end of the day, I mean, it's just an opinion. So, I do want to know what you guys think. And I want to say this. I mean, if you don't hear anything else, hear this. If you've been abused by a man, I'm not really truly saying that he's right for putting his hands on you. If this man is the type of man that comes in that house and he just slaps you because he feels like it, I'm not saying that he's right for that. What I'm saying is, like, the women who sit up and pick and poke and provoke and pick and poke and provoke, and this person's asking you to stop, this person's walking away, you running up on them, you know, thinking, yeah, and then he turns around and pops you. Why are you mad? Simply, why are you mad? Like I said, some people may say some people may say it's lack of self-control. I say you're human and you have a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point. I don't care how strong you are. You're not Jesus. You have a breaking point. This is your girl, Miss Bowleg Ma, aka Angel Barbie 1981, and deuces.